Imagine walking into a gym and only using the 5 pound weights forever because they feel comfortable. You would never get stronger, right? Your comfort zone works exactly the same way. Most people think stepping outside your comfort zone requires some kind of massive personality change or superhuman courage. But researchers have discovered it's actually a learnable skill with specific steps. Today, I'm sharing the exact 5 step system that psychology and neuroscience research shows actually works. Let's build your mental muscle systematically. Step 1: reframe anxiety as excitement. Research at Harvard Business School conducted studies that made a fascinating discovery. When people said, I'm excited instead of I'm nervous before challenging tasks like public speaking or karaoke, they performed significantly better. In one study involving karaoke singing, participants who said, I'm excited before performing scored an average of 81% on measures like pitch, volume, and rhythm compared to those who said, I'm anxious 69%, or I'm calm 53%. Here's why this works. Anxiety and excitement create the exact same psychological response: increased heart rate, sweaty palms, butterflies. The only difference is how you interpret those sensations. Instead of trying to calm down, which fights against what your body is already doing, try saying, I'm excited about this opportunity. You're choosing a more empowering story about the same physical experience. Step 2: identify and face your fears. The second step is about getting honest with yourself. Most people avoid stepping outside their comfort zone because they are afraid of something specific: failure, judgment, embarrassment, or the unknown. Instead of letting these fears control you unconsciously, write them down. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid will happen if I try this? Often just naming your fears reduce their power over you. Then for each fear, create one small manageable action you can take to confront it. Afraid of public speaking? Start by speaking up once in your next meeting. Afraid of failure? Apply for one opportunity that feels like a stretch. The goal isn't to eliminate fear, it's to act despite it. When you face fears with small steps, you prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort, and your confidence grows with each small victory. Step 3: micro challenges. Think about the last time you entered a cold swimming pool. You didn't dive straight into the deep end, did you? You started by dipping your toes, then your ankles, gradually letting your body adjust to the temperature. Each small step made the next one easier until you were completely comfortable in the water. Your comfort zone works exactly the same way. Instead of making dramatic leaps that shock your system, start with tiny challenges that feel slightly unfamiliar but completely manageable. Take a different route to work. Try a new food at lunch. Speak up once in your next meeting. Ask one question you have been curious about. These micro challenges might seem insignificant, but they are training your brain to associate newness with safety instead of danger. As Benjamin Franklin said, little strokes fell great oaks. Each small step outside your comfort zone is a little stroke that gradually expands what feels possible. Step 4: seek support and accountability. The fourth step is recognizing that growth doesn't happen in isolation. Most people try to expand their comfort zones alone, which makes it much harder than it needs to be. Instead, actively seek support from people who believe in your potential. Talk to friends who encourage growth, family members who have taken their own brave steps, or mentors who can guide you through unfamiliar territory. Consider joining communities or groups aligned with your goals. If you want to improve public speaking, join a speaking club. If you're building a business, connect with other entrepreneurs. Being around people who are also pushing boundaries normalizes the discomfort. Step 5: design your environment for success. The next step involves what researchers call implementation intentions. Instead of relying on motivation, you create automatic systems that support brave choices. Set up your environment to make courage easier and comfort harder. Put your gym clothes out the night before. Delete social media apps if they are holding you back. Join communities that encourage growth. Create if then plans. If I feel nervous about speaking up in meetings, then I will ask one question before the meeting ends. This removes the decision making in the moment when your courage might be low. The person you want to become is waiting for you just outside the boundary of what feels familiar today. What scared you last month becomes your new normal once you step outside your comfort zone. What's your first step going to be? Your future self is counting on the choice you make today. Keep striving, spread positivity, stay happy, and cheers.